Alright, so tonight's lesson is lesson 97, and we are learning about ratios. And you guys are going to like this lesson because it is pretty quick and not as challenging. So go ahead and copy down what a ratio is. And a ratio is a way of comparing numbers by division. Okay, and I kind of gave you an example right there. Make sure that when you do the lessons, you write down every part of the lesson. Okay, it says if there are 12 boys and 18 girls in a class, then the ratio of boys to girls in the class is 12 to 18. 12 to 18. Now it says boys to girls. So I take the boy number, 12 boys, and then I use the word to, 18 girls. But you can also take that number and put it as a fraction. So if I use the number 12 first, 12 is going to be on top. And then if I use the number 18, it's going to be on the bottom. Now, you would still read it as a ratio 12 to 18. But you can also reduce this fraction. And if you notice, if we did the GCF, we would see that 6 can fit into both. So I'm going to divide top by 6, bottom by 6. And I'm going to get 2/3. So the ratio could be 2 boys to 3 girls or 2 to 3. Okay, so ratio is really just comparing two different numbers, and you can write it out as a number to a number, or we like to have it as a fraction, top to the bottom. So 2 to 3, the ratios, it would be 2 to 3. Make sure that you pay attention. Sometimes it'll say girls to boys, and then you would have to have 18 first and 12 second. Okay, so you really have to pay attention to the way that they word the problem. So let's do the next one. There were 12 girls and 16 boys in the class. What was the ratio of boys to girls? Okay, so here I need boys on the top and girls on the bottom. Okay, because it says boys to girls. Boys is first, so it needs to go on top. 16, girls second, so on the bottom, 12. Okay, obviously I can reduce this. I'm going to reduce by 4, top by 4, bottom by 4, and get 4 to 3. My ratio is 4 to 3. You can reduce this, or you can make it to 1 1/3, but we're going to leave it as 4 over 3 or 4 to 3 because we're talking about ratios. Kind of like reciprocals, how when we find them, we don't reduce them, because our ratio is 4 to 3. Now the next question says, what was the ratio of girls to boys? So what we'd have to do then is kind of flip the 12 over 16, and when we reduced, instead of 4/3, we would get 3/4. So our ratio is 3 to 4. Alright, it is easy as that, and here's your lesson practice. Okay, there were 20 prairie dogs and 30 jackrabbits in a section of the Texas Plains. Number 1, what was the ratio of rabbits to dogs? And 2, what was the ratio of dogs to rabbits?